Withdrawal is a hiatus, so I'm saying hiatus. Never knowing my status, that is simply outrageous. I am impatient.
All right, coming to you live from the Place of Peace headquarters. We have Jamil Hill Taylor here. We got Matt Rainier. We just did a little workout. How you feeling?
Tired. Good work. Good training, man.
Got our butts kicked. Appreciate you coming down, man. I just had a few questions about your competition with Leo Domingos.
Yes, sir.
Have you guys ever competed with each other before?
No. I know of him, though. Since my first year at Black Belt, 2017, his brother was actually in the first Spider Invitational with me.
Okay.
And he brought him down there. So we may have trained together, but, you know, training stuff is irrelevant. Plus, I don't remember. So I just remember him and his brother being cool guys. His brother's one of the funniest guys I've ever been around.
That's funny, man.
So I know how they train. I know how they train under Damian Maya in Brazil, and I know that I believe they train or used to train in Vegas when they're in the States. So I know the rooms that they train in. I know they train hard. So I'm expecting him to bring it. It should be fun.
Do you watch a lot of film on your opponents and then like come up with a game plan, or do you just go in there like I'm gonna do my game plan and let them kind of go off of it?
So my normal philosophy up until maybe 4 months ago was no. If I watch Jiu-Jitsu and I've seen an opponent, it's because I'm still a fan of Jiu-Jitsu at the end of the day. Like, I go to Worlds or even the Naga, and I just watch matches all day. I literally will make myself root for two random guys. I just pick a side, and then I just put myself in a coaching mindset with what I would say from a coaching perspective. But, of course, I'm not coaching the guy, but in my head. And then I'm just picturing myself in every position, good or bad, and how I would capitalize. So that's usually how, like, I would know. I know a lot of guys. Like, if you look at my Instagram, there'll be guys that win Worlds next year. I'm already keeping track because I can see their style, and you can kind of see that. I have an eye for, like, that it factor. I see some of the guys coming out of Brazil, and they may not be known or on a big team, and I'm like, that person has, like, a it factor. I'm pretty good at it. People will say, oh, this guy won, and I'm like, yeah, it's my guy. I've been following him for a year now.
Funny,
so that's how I used to be.
Okay.
And because of that, especially at Black Belt, I would know a lot of the guys' games. Like, when I first fought Cabrinha, it was like, there's not a lot to say before the match because I've been idolizing and studying this guy since my first time at Worlds 7 years prior. So, usually, no, I don't study. I used to only study the first 30 seconds of a match. I just need to know how you start. I need to know if you're going to pull, if you're going to slide, pull, shoot, pull, jump at me, shoot. I just need to know your habits so I can know how to start. Other than that, I just trust my jiu-jitsu. But due to, like, the way this year's been, like, injury-wise, being away from the mats for 6 months, I started really, like, kind of not changing my mindset, but kind of, you got to update the software every now and again. So there's, in my division, you never want to count anybody out, but usually you going into Worlds, you know who your top 5, 6 guys are that you need to watch. And because I know most of their games already, I did start putting it to paper. So I talked to my team. I was like, I have like my Batman folders. Batman knows how to beat all the Justice League. So I have folders of guys, and I'll write down stuff that I see as habits, good or bad. And I just write like a whole detailed, like some guys have 3-4 pages of stuff that I just know from match experience. I've rolled with them, I've trained with them, or I've seen it over and over again, same habits, so that when I go up against this person, I can have more of a set game plan per person. But I think this is a good time for me to start doing that. But before that, I feel like I would be too fixated on one guy, and then I'm losing to a guy that I tried to overlook. So I don't recommend it until you get to like a moment where it's only the guys that are going to be those matches. Like you're going in, you trust yourself, and you're going to battle, but you know that this guy he's also bringing us the equal level of heat. So it's nice to have like some cues in your head, but until you get to that level, I don't think it's a good idea, especially for like lower belts. 130 people in your division, you're studying the guy that won last year. Man, there's gonna be a new guy in there, and he's gonna tear you up if you're not ready.
I was gonna say, do you have any other like predictions of like people that you knew were going to be good before they became good?
Okay, well this one doesn't count because I was in the room with him from juvenile, but May, everyone in the room knew May was gonna be a black belt world champion. I rolled with him off the plane. Juvenile blue. I think I'm a brown or brown belt. Off the plane, jet lag, straight from Brazil. Get on the mat with him. We're doing first to score, and I feel it, and it's like, he's gonna be a black belt world champion. If he's doing jiu-jitsu, at black belt, he's gonna be a black belt world champion. And there's guys like that, like Elijah, coming up. It's like, man, you look at his game from the outside looking in, you can't pinpoint what it is, but he has it. You know, you look at his techniques. He's not backflipping, but he's a winner. It's a mentality. It's an effort thing. It's a discipline thing. Like, we knew Elijah was gonna, like, anytime he's been matched up, he's fought like Jansen Gomez as a kid. He's fought like Jonathan Pisania. If you guys are familiar with him, he's trained with Tedder in Brazil. He's fought guys where he was the underdog. He used to have wars with Daniel Campos at Atos. There's guys, like, I'm naming these guys, and they're all guys now, but we've known them from kids. We're like, man. And Elijah be fighting these guys, and win or lose, they're going to war. So guys like Elijah, of course, I could pick teammates, but like Fabricio Andre, he fought my teammate in the finals of Purple Belt Pans. We knew he was going to be nice. Isaac Braz, I seen him at Purple Belt at a New York Open, and I was like, how do you beat that game? That's a hard game to beat. You know, there's so many guys. Hudson Mateus, I was a fan of his. I become fans of guys. Like, I'll be like fans of certain people. Like Marcio Andre, I've always been a fan. I've seen him at Blue Belt Worlds. I've seen him at Pro Belt Worlds. I've seen him at Brown Belt Worlds when he won with a cast on his ankle. You know, I've seen this guy. Like, I watched these matches. I've seen Doderlin at Purple Belt, Brown Belt. So there's a lot of guys. I'm trying to think of one that's killing. Joseph Chen, I've been following for a little while.
Okay,
I followed him. I saw he was following me, and I saw like on my Explorer page something came up, and I looked at his page, and I was like, I like his mindset. I like his game.
He just won. Was it European trials?
He won the Euro trials, man. That was probably the toughest Euro trials ever. That may have been the toughest Euro trials division ever. Tommy, Taza, like there was guys in that division.
Yeah. He's been training for like 5 years.
Yeah, guys used to think like if you had to do a citizenship, you go do the Euro trials and it'd be easy, but no, the Euro trials were crazy this year.
I don't think there's a single like easier like trials.
Not anymore. Back in I think maybe 280 cc's, maybe not even for the 2017 one. I think that was the last time where the Euro trials, like the Poland ones, were the guys weren't really like crossing over into the Nogi as much. But after that, once they started picking it up and ramping it up, like up to the 2019 and then into the last one, or the last two, it's been, man, it's not a game. It doesn't matter what division you're in. Some of it trickles down into the ADCC Open divisions. You got guys it's like, why didn't you do the trials, man? You could have placed or won.
That's crazy.
Well, then Elijah won an Open like a month before the trials, right? Didn't he?
Yep.
That just shows how tough the Opens are.
Yeah, he went. He did 2 Opens. He did Chicago, and he did I don't remember the other one.
Phoenix?
I think it was Phoenix. He got silver to Taza at one of them.
Okay.
Then he won the next one, and then he ended up beating Taza on the way to winning trials. So like it shows like it. Okay, maybe the Open that's attached to the trials, even though it's good competition, but if you're doing the Opens that don't have a trials to it, it's like why not?
Correct.
Yeah.
If Elijah didn't do those Opens, he may have lost to Taza how he lost in the Opens at the division. And when you have someone like Elijah who has that supreme confidence, and it's not just confidence in winning, it's confidence that even if you beat me now, I'm going to beat you the next time because I'm going to really, there's no ego. I'm going to break everything I did down wrong. Yep. My teammates are going to troll me and grill it into me. Coach is going to build a game plan, and I have full faith and confidence in the whole system. That's Elijah all day. You could beat him once. The next time you could beat him. You could beat Elijah 10 times. That 11th time, he's still coming at you, and he's gonna beat you when it matters. Thanks. That's Elijah.
So, how was your experience at the last Place of Peace Invitational? Like, how did you like it, dislike it? What was cool about it?
Walking into the venue, I could tell it was going to be a different experience in a positive way. The energy was there. For me, I'm in the culture. I'm a sneaker head, hip hop head, old school, new school. I'm there, so I come in and the energy is there.
Appreciate that.
I love the just the setup with the live commentary right there behind you, and it's notable names right there. You're seeing them, and they're really giving you good in depth. So it may not have been a match that you even cared about, but you hear the commentary and you hear the breakdowns and you see who's looking in the positions you're going to watch. Good music.
Your match, it was AJ Agazarm and Is it Paulo or
yeah.
Joel?
Yeah, man.
It was Paulo.
Paulo,
I'm going for the end. I could have wrote it out and won by points, but I'm hearing it. They're hyping it up, and I'm getting the energy. The crowd's getting the energy. I'm going to risk it all, go for this crazy submission because it's like it brings that out. Not every event can bring that out. You know, I fought in events where, I'm good. I'm gonna protect myself. Got Worlds next week. Let me just sit here on the back, figure four. But no, it was like you hear the energy, man. You got teammates in the crowd. The venue was set up in a way where the spotlight's on you. Everything was, it was really cool. I like the backstage setup where you got space. You could chill out. You could be isolated. Easy parking. There's so many things that, like little things that events don't focus on. And I felt like Place of Peace hit the mark. And I said it right when I walked out. I was like, man, great event. Every teammate that I had, they loved it. They're asking, all right, when's the next one? When we going up? The drive for me was, what, 2.5 hours with traffic. I've not fought in a super fight that was that short except when Fight to Win came to Baltimore.
Okay.
But like to be able to drive, get a good high level match and that short of a drive, it's hard to get. So that it was so many things where I didn't have anything to say. The biggest thing though, I didn't say yet, it was on time. And if anything, it was either right on time or even early. Like what tournament has that many matches? You're running a tournament with people got to get their rest and people are getting injured. You don't know who's going to be able to come back out with matches of different rule sets, shuffling in refs, shuffling in cameramen, shuffling in announcers. Everything's on time. Everyone's there. Everyone's ready to go. So that was something you don't get anywhere.
That means a lot, man.
I can't tell you the last time I fought on time. And it may not make a difference when you're there because, of course, like you're not going to leave. Your teammates there. You're fighting. You're not going to leave. It could be 3 hours late. You're still there. But for the streams, it makes it that much easier if I can tell my dad came to the last one. Him and my grandma surprised me. But like, say they're at home and I'm telling my dad I'm fighting at 11. He don't have to get on at 9 o'clock and have 2 hours of his day just hoping. Why he don't know these guys? He don't care about that. Like he's looking for me and the people on my team so he can get on right when I'm supposed to go. I can text him, hey, 10 minutes, we're on time. He's like, got it. He could look at the stream and my whole family can tune in. You know, I got grandparents. I got older people that they're not internet savvy to be sitting there clicking and refreshing the stream. They want to click. If it says 11, they're getting on at 10:55 and they want to hear my name getting announced coming up. And that was a big thing for me. So I had nothing but positives. And I'll tell you, like, I told Dez, I was like, he asked for like constructive criticism. I was like, man, I don't have anything negative. I enjoyed the whole event. I thought I was just going to leave after I was the last fight, but I was like, I had teammates that were just going to come up and they were going to go back. Man, everyone stayed just because everything was so smooth. It wasn't a burden for anybody. I have no complaints.
Appreciate that, man. We hope to do that some more every show. Let me see what I have. What is your approach for Leo? Like, unless you don't want to say your game plan.
Okay,
you don't have to.
I know his brother's game, and I think from what I've seen, his brother is all out crazy. Like, he's doing crazy foot sweeps, flipping. You don't know what the heck's coming. I think his brother has the same creativity. He's a little bit more calculated and not as not reckless, but like not as.
I know what you mean. Like
he's not going to risk it every time. His brother's going to risk it every time. I've seen this man fight Gordon Ryan. He doesn't care. He's talking trash with his back taking. He's that kind of guy. I love it.
That's funny.
You need guys like that in sport, respectful.
100%.
But he's bringing the show, whether he's winning or losing. He's like, man, I'm watching this dude. So his brother has the same skill, same level, but he's a little bit more calculated. You don't know as much. He can fly at any moment. It makes it a little scarier because he could be chill and then come at you. His brother's coming at you every time. So, I don't have a strategy per se. I have in mind where I want to take the match and to finish. If you've seen the GIF I posted, you could maybe guess. If you know me, these guys been in the room. He knows what I've been for a year now. He knows what I've been added to my game, trying to bring into the game that I see not really being focused on in jiu-jitsu right now. But, I threw a little hint out there what I'm going to go for. But I'm not the kind of guy to zone in on one thing. I don't. Even if you get it, it's like you're not really displaying your full range of jiu-jitsu. The way I like to display my jiu-jitsu is any position, any place, any moment I'm able to be high defense, high offense. There's never a spot you can catch me where I'm uncomfortable. So I'm ready to just, wherever he takes me, wherever it goes, if I'm playing my lasso, if I'm playing spider guard, if I'm not grabbing any grips and I'm playing K guard, whatever I'm doing, It's going to be high level. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be trying to look for the finish. And, yeah, I'm just expecting a fun match.
Let's go, really Leo, man. Make sure it's a good match.
Is this in the gi?
No gi, right?
Gi or no gi?
What do you want? I haven't decided.
I think
they haven't.
No, gi.
We're gonna do gi.
Yeah, gi.
Okay.
It's gonna be gi.
I've been saying it, like, if you've been following me on Instagram, especially recently, I've been trying to be more active. I'm like half back into jiu-jitsu full time, just
nice.
dealing with some things, dealing with some health issues. So I'm really like picking and choosing when I can step out there.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not my stomach. I don't have stomach issues. It's like I'm dealing with a pretty serious injury. I'm on the upside of it, where
nice.
I'm doing better. I'm able to train. Des knows I've been out. I was out for 6 months, no jiu-jitsu, nothing. I can't even drill. So I had to change up my lifestyle a little bit in order to. Couldn't even teach really. I had to change up my lifestyle, and I'm on the point where I'm not healed, and I'm honestly not even medically clear to be doing any of this.
Yeah, don't watch these doctors.
I do my best to protect myself. I don't have an ego, man. If you put me in a position that's going to compromise my injury, I'm going to tap. It doesn't matter if it's competition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there to try to be as safe and to do as effective jiu-jitsu as possible while being safe. And I think being able to do that successfully is more of a testament to my jiu-jitsu as well, where I can. It's like the old days, man. You got the old Gracie times. They're going in there. They may have something broken.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go fight, and they're going to protect it to the best of their ability. So I've been shaping my game around my injury, and my choice to do gi is based around that. I've honestly been training more no-gi, and I've been more in the no-gi game. I'm training barely in the gi at all, but it's way less. I would say like 60% safer to do gi for now.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say the next time I'm on a Place of Peace card after this one, I would definitely be doing some no-gi matches.
Appreciate it.
Nice.
You doing Worlds? I think it's the week after, right?
No, I will not.
Gotcha,
Just same reason, man. I'm in the room. I'm training. I'm trying to get them all to the guys that are in the room that are going in, whether it's here or back home in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
It just, man, I'll train. I can get 2-3 days in. Some weeks I can only get 1 day in, and I'm out for the rest of the week. So I'm really listening to my body, which is something I never did, which is why I'm in this position in the first place. If you've been following me, I don't really keep it a secret. I'm not gonna say it here what the injury is, but if you've been following my lives, I'm a pretty much an open book, just because I feel like while I'm in this journey, I can help somebody coming up. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 19 years, and there's a lot I wish I knew. Not so much as a kid. I enjoyed my childhood in jiu-jitsu. I wouldn't trade it for anyone else or so. But right around those 16, where you start getting into those adult roles and those adult injuries, man, I wish I can go back and just really just give myself a 2-hour breakdown of what I need to do and what I need to go read up on and study. Because, man, I started trying to pay attention to my health and coming out of COVID, and it was some things. I wouldn't say it was too late, but there were some things that I already had did to myself that I had to start working on nutrition and physical health and working on my body and stuff. So yeah, that's me. Sometimes, like what was the last time I trained? I did a lesson on last Friday, but before that I trained twice last week. I did one lesson where we trained in the lesson, and then I trained once, and that was all my body could do, since the last time I was here. So I'm really listening to my body, and usually you would think, oh, why are you competing? I'm like, man, I believe in my jiu-jitsu to where I can protect myself. If anything, doing one super fight is a lot safer than doing a full 2-hour training. Thanks. So that's just how much I believe in my jiu-jitsu, but I am being safe. Like I told Dez, I was like, man, I'm going to train as safe as possible to get to the tournament. If something happens and I can't, man, it sucks, but I can't. I'm going to try. I'm doing everything as smart as I can possibly do it, aside from just doing nothing, which, I wouldn't be ready to compete. But I don't feel like my jiu-jitsu suffering. I came out of 6 months of no jiu-jitsu. I came back feeling better than ever, just from where I keep my mind at and how I study the game. So feeling good.
Nice.
Yeah, and like, you're still around jiu-jitsu, right? You're still like in the gym, teaching and like studying and watching lots of jiu-jitsu.
For 6 months, no.
Oh, you weren't even.
I get so into jiu-jitsu to where
you can't resist getting.
If
on the
I'm
mat.
watching, not even that, I know I can't. So I get like depressed. I'm watching. I didn't watch my division at Worlds from Gi Worlds from the last year. I just didn't watch it. I could watch the other divisions, especially the big guys. I couldn't watch like my division or lightweight unless I was watching a teammate, just because like I'm seeing stuff, I'm visualizing what I want to do. Whenever I watch jiu-jitsu like that, I need to be on the mat either that day or the next day. I'm motivated. I can't. So I have this pent up stuff. That's why I started trying to write stuff down. That was a method of still trying to feel like I'm getting some type of training in, because it would, like, I knew I had a long road ahead, and me trying to watch jiu-jitsu, hype myself up, I felt like it wasn't doing what I wanted. Sometimes it motivates me. I'm like, man, once I get back, that's where I'm at now. But then I was like, man, I missed my second Worlds in a row due to injuries the week before Worlds. Like, fought the super fight, perfectly fine, felt great. 2 trainings later, man, injury re-aggravated itself, but didn't think it was that bad. Couldn't get out of bed for a week. Doctor came to the house. 2 doctors come to the house, bring their table with them. I'm on a 3rd floor apartment. Shout out to those 2 doctors. Bring it up, man. Last call, the guy drives an hour to me. He's working on it. Thought it felt good. Go to sleep. Can't move in the morning again. And it
that
was
happened
like,
one time with me, man. My lower back.
Yeah,
I couldn't move for like 2 days.
Man, I got the MRI. They were like, no. Had to call it. Didn't even go to. It was the first time I didn't even go to Worlds. I haven't not been at Worlds, competing or not competing, since I first went in 2009 to watch.
Wow.
So I couldn't watch it. Couldn't watch jiu-jitsu for maybe 3-4 months. Just didn't watch anything. Just completely detached myself. My Instagram was deactivated just because my page is all jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm. What do you?
Jiu-jitsu, when people asking me why I'm not doing jiu-jitsu, like I was like, can't take
Where
it.
Where you at?
What are your non-jiu-jitsu hobbies? Or what
Sneakers,
are you watching?
music, movies, anime. I'm a pop
Anime
culture
is
guy,
popular
man.
among jiu-jitsu
I've
people.
always watched anime.
Man,
We had Devontae Johnson here. He was talking about anime.
He
for-
could go. He was going
Man,
hours.
we've had those conversations, man.
He put me on what's it? Something Roll. It's like an app.
Oh, I know. He was telling us about the same thing. Yeah.
Something Roll.
It's an app.
Crunchyroll.
Oh yeah, Crunchy. Man, me and my few of the teammates at the gym, we got the same Crunchyroll. If I don't pay it, because I use it to my cash app, they're like, "Hey man, what's going on with the Crunch?" I'm like, "Man,
they borrow your like
they're
password?
like, yeah." I'm like, "Man, you don't
That's
pay
funny.
for it. Send me that $12."
That's funny
But
stuff.
nah, man, my Crunchyroll's loaded up. I watch everything, man.
Me too.
It's a golden era for anime. I was a nerd for playing Yu-Gi-Oh in middle school, man. Now all y'all watch anime.
Everybody trying to get on
Reparations
it.
for being. I was unbullyable, but they tried. They tried to. I was in there playing. I convinced my teacher that it was math because we're calculating attack points.
That's
like, it's
funny.
math. Why can't we? It's not gambling. We're playing math here. But yeah, so I honestly stopped watching animes just because for me animes are motivating, man. Anime
Facts.
and combat sports go hand in hand. All animes, like action ones, the character sucks. The main character sucks. His best
He's
friend
gotta
or
build
his
up.
op, somebody's better than him, or everyone's better than him. He starts from the mud, and it's hard work.
Kenichi.
That's anime will teach you hard work, like the hard work and
Really?
discipline. You got.
I gotta start watching.
You gotta
this.
watch
I've
this.
never
It's the
watched
greatest
it.
stuff
Man,
ever.
go watch One Punch Man, which is like a troll. It's like they're trolling and making fun of traditional anime. He's like, "What'd you do to get so strong? 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and run a mile every day for 6 months." That's like that, but like it tells you, like Naruto, like you suck. You count it out. You stink. All these shows, even Goku sucked. He didn't know what was up till his brother from another planet
Beat
came
him
and
up,
told him
yeah.
what was up. He had to train. So like I had to stop watching anime because it made me want to train. So
That's why
for that,
wow.
I dove into my podcast. And no, I don't watch any type of serious podcast. They are not better than them. I'm watching ignorant hip hop culture podcast. Shout out to
Camera.
What You Thought.
You watch, drink
It is
Shout
what
out
it
to
is.
New Rory and Maul. Man, I'm just watching stuff that's
Who is
about New Rory and Maul. They're
That's
Rory
funny.
and
pure
Maul.
hip hop and pop culture. And then What You Thought is these guys from New York, man. They're so funny.
I gotta check it out.
Old school hip hop heads, and they're just talking about all the stuff, pop culture. That and then just music. I'm heavy on music.
Well, we don't want to. It's
Yeah.
almost like we don't want to hold you up. I know you got a drive ahead of you, but greatly appreciate you coming, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Thank you for the training, man.
man. Good
That
training
was
with
great work, man. You guys are ever in the area. You
Definitely,
tell me,
man.
they ain't telling me to say this, man. I came in thinking we was just going to teach a little, you know.
My bad, man.
I love it.
Oh,
Man,
appreciate
we were going hard, man. There's nothing better than being able to come out your home gym and feel like you can get safe, hard, tough work in a place like this for a good environment, good vibes. There's no egos on the mat, none of that whack stuff that's in BJJ or everyone's just coming in and we're just sparring. No matter what size differences, man. Nobody was hurt today. You got young guys, old guys, new guys, the ladies on the mat, man. Safe, fun environment. Looking forward to competing.
Can't wait.
In December. It's probably the last time I'll be competing for the year. I wasn't able to be very active this year, especially healthy. I've only had 3 healthy matches this year, or 4 maybe. So this will be a big one. I'm trying to make it my best match, close the year out strong. Yeah, man. I'm expecting to go out there and try to get something going that you guys haven't seen in the competition in quite a while. So it should be fun.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that, man. It's gonna be a lot of big names out there. I guess we can let one more out the bag. It's Joel's gonna be there. Joel.
Joel Meow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun.
I know what he's going for. Yeah. I love it, man. Every time I see him at a tournament, I see his gold. I'm like, Barada Plata.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Easy money. Easy. Gator roll.
Yeah.
We got Uncle Hanach.
Oh, Uncle Hanach. He was supposed to give us a call today, but we'll talk to him another day. He's a funny guy. He probably did call me, but he's a funny dude. All right, peace.
Once that I mastered, family man above rapping. Listen to cause I had to, eliminate every hassle. Arms a bit